Okay, so long side map control being taken. Blitz going to rotate back round towards the bomb site. USP in hand. He's got that single flashbang and gets a bit of a read from the information shown. Slowly but surely, they're making their move closer and closer. Backline stab from Techno. 9-10. Left with a single point of health, eventually falls, but Techno trades with those Julies. Zenio on the site, good for one. But it's not looking great overall unless Senzu can save the day with the backstab, lines it up onto Duke Fushura. And it is down to a 2v2, post-plant to playoff.
Senzu getting the info on both those T's. As now it's going to be Blitz in a rough position, gets whittled down eventually. And Senzu looking to be the hero here. And swinging allows time for Frontalis to get that extra magazine in the Glock, and it's Kato to make it happen at the end. HOTU off to the races, taking the T-pistol. And Techno might get a chance to activate as soon as 9-10 sees this swing. No connection, but the MP9 at this range is effective, and there's those picks that the Mongols were looking for. 2-man advantage now. Oh.
Dude. Okay, I mean, you could really put pen to paper here and cash this round into something nice to start off for the Mongols, but Norbert gets his way into the backline. Frontalis trades on to Techno 4K as well, but obviously this is worse for HOTU the longer it goes. You're starting to lose some numbers now. 9-10 with a look back around towards toilet side, but both of them are coming knocking from long. 2 AKs, limited utility. Oh, good read. AK peeking. Bullet to the brain. 9-10, left clueless. Blitz and Mzenio for the retake with that deagle in his hands. 20 seconds on the timer. Frontales looking for the plant back dice as well. Should be good to coast this one.
Oh, dink for dink. But the AK, of course, going to hit that much harder. And we'll see what Chess IGL is going to be able to pull out here. He has been seen. No kit in play, and only a flash to make this happen. Movement speed of the Mac-10. Might be able to hit him with a wide swing. There's that first pick. And the time is ticking away. Kato just needs to try and survive for long enough to lock it in, which he'll make happen. Good timing on the swing. And enough time to carry the AK into the next. No C4 explosion.
Tries his luck, couple body shots, but no frags from it.
Yeah, getting dicey for a second. But Duke Fushura, he's still alive. Who can play as a pawn in the long game. Techno at range. Goes back one too many times. We'll see if Blitz gets cleared on the inside of the bathrooms. Norbert on the outside. And Duke Fushura on 3 points of health will go down. That's a Mac-10 retrieved. Thorn in the side of the round, but they try to play a little too early. Mzenio can't hit the dig. And HOTU get through another 3-0.
Can't quite find the first. Techno probably going to be getting a lot of info from this. They're going to use util to clear front toilets. Try flash him off. Whoa. Good for one Mac, but Duke Fushura withstands that with 4 HP.
A recurring theme. Did it with 3 in the last. Oh, whiff from Norbert. Just couldn't quite pull the spray back. Trying to feign that bathroom's control. And in comes the crab walk under. Mzenio not ready. And Senzu a little while away, but that molly does not hit the intended position. And there's time, there's space, and another shot. Makes this look a little easier. Frontalis making sure every corner gets cleared before the bomb goes down. And Blitz will not clear his corners either. Duke Fushura activating. And Senzu just looking to save, unable to play the game this round.
The boost's there. It's a good read, at least. I mean, that's tons of free damage down on towards Connector and gives you this information for Techno to play off of. He'll swing out. First pick's good. Zenio as well, able to double it up, potentially for a second. But Norbert wants none of it. Starts to rewrite the round with the AK. 3 versus 4. And it has been a little bit off for 910. Oh, it was a rough miss in the prior round, so we'll see if he can wrap 2 assists in this one. Wondered if Norbert was going to do it all single-handedly. I mean, he charges in. A 1-for-1 trade back. Frontales has the bomb. Mizu on rotate, spots the head of Techno. They could wrap up towards A if they want to now.
Isolates Blitz on the B site, who is looking to find Mizu over towards Monster side. Loses that fight, so the B site open for the taking, but can 910 arrive on the scene in time? Gets to heaven. No smoke in the way and won't be able to cut him off at the pass. HE, not enough to polish off either of them, and they'll just fight this one together. Beautifully played, 4-5. That's a long flight back to Mongolia and then back to Europe again. So maybe feeling a little shaky. But there we go. There's a man advantage. Blitz, not necessarily known for his AWPing prowess, but it's going to find themselves the package.
Ooh.
And the CT stack at long. 3 players here. You don't usually see that many. Just completely changes how this round plays out. And this, of all buys, Jackie, is how we see Mongolz get their first on the board.
Yeah, this is what it took. This is how much of a journey it was, Mizu. Oh no, he slips the blade in between the shoulders for Mzenio. Kind of brutal, really. Finally goes down to Blitz, and you're right, that is how they get their first on the board.
And in comes the A-pump. Techno going to be under the thumb in just a second. There's that first, but the Molly burning him to a crisp takes a second for his troubles, and Blitz going to be able to fight his way forward. Only able to get 1, even though the lineup looked good. But do they expect 910 hanging around towards long out? Kato hit that. Insane shots, insane moments, and Mizu going to be left in a very difficult position.
Okay. Zenio gets the tag back this time. God, those two have had a bit of a back and forth amongst one another. It feels like a feud on the server at times between these two teams, Mac.
If that's not an over egg, what would an even amount of egg look like? Like that?
Hey, probably like this. Yeah, that's like one whole egg. Sunny side up as well, because you get the kill and get away, you know?
That's what, 5 grams of protein, not 10 though. Kato's saying
scrambled.
only 1 for you, mate.
Yeah, scrambled now, mate. That's gone. So that's your kind of dirty bulk out the window.
Keeping it clean. Get rid of the yolk. Although, 910. Oh, looking like he's going to be made a joke of, with Mizu catching him right out in the open. And now that's a man advantage again for HOTU. Positioned, poised for the A-site hit. As Senzu looks to make his way over in time, but Blitz not able to double down. So the round getting harder as Senzu will be the solo hero to try and make it happen here. Playing around the smokes, looking to catch a timing. Frontales heads up, eyes on, but won't hit the shot. And there's minimal time to get this one planted. Kato getting off it and hoping that the cover is good, but it won't be. A round for Mongolz. It's HOTU to get it in the back pocket again.
Okay. The contact walk of shame potentially then if it goes wrong. Let's see if it's going to be Smiles against Senzu pushing into the site. He holds back the first 2. Frontales is good for the reply, but Mzenio with only 1. Once again, it's Mizu that's able to get the better of him with that AK and leave us in a tight 2 versus 2 retake. It gets panicky. They swing out, but F2 does it all. Oh, he's styling on as well. All right, HOTU. They're cooking right now on Overpass, Mac.
They're making it happen. Loving what we're seeing from them as well. Let's see what the future holds for them here. Boost towards Con this time. But HOTU, even though they're making a racket, they're running on that short side, which does keep them safe from that boost. Unless they walk into it anyway. And Duke for sure might just do that. Shadow has been seen. Yep, no one next to him. And the trap activates before it's too late.
What temperature of sausage are you ordering from the worst hole?
Oh, the hottest sausage, please, yes.
If they can turn the heat up a little bit more and try and squeeze a fifth out of this.
Making plays. And let's see if Mazzinho can give him the sausage. He certainly can. Norbert taking it like a champion. 9-10. Oh, can't slice it in half there, but he will drop the smoke to try and fall back. Delays the inevitable. And a fifth around the corner, but Techno disregarded over towards Connector. No one activated on this side of things. Senzu starting to go for the pincer in, and that is served sausage for everyone. 5-7, Mongolz salvage the half. Breakfast sausage, Frankfurter Würstchen, Knackwurst, beef sausage, Endwell sausage, which we already went over. Weebwurst, black pudding, Bologna, Thuringia, Beerwurst, cooked sausage, sausage patties, sausage, and Sayua, as well as Naduja, Bockwurst even, Bronch Schwiger, and Bauerwurst. What are you having, Jackie?
I don't know, bro. It feels like I'm having a stroke. It went on for so long. Like, there was just so many types of sausage, but Duke Fischura, he's got the biggest sausage, and it's that USP barrel. Not floppy there, Mac. Handed steel as they get through this one 3-3. The second half pistol delivering the spice and the sauce on top is Senzu. He gets one, but do they know about Frontales? He's in the back of the bomb site. He's rooting around. He's trying to look inside their bags. They don't want him here.
Making it in through the back door just in time. But unfortunately, will not be able to activate effectively. Little flaccid on it.
Mongolz taking a little bit of precedence round towards deeper long then. Frontales. Shadow might give you an inkling. Good reaction as well. Senzu peeks into that one. And rather Sun God's given a game away for him, unfortunately. So makes it a little bit more oppressive in the round. 4 versus 5. Ooh, timing on their backs, though. They're pushing up to clear toilets just as the backstab comes in, but they read it well. Mzinho! He starts to turn the grinder on and does turn them to a pulp. In a good position as well. Mzinho grabs himself that AWP. He's watching the close run out if they come barreling through the smoke here. It's Norbert that wants to go first. Let's see if it will be full Eddie Murphy on this one. Mizu out of action, all Norbert left.
Mac 10. Potential to get some damage at range and upgrades to the AK. Looks at the fire extinguisher. But there's nothing burning that is needed, at least not that he thinks of. Is he alive? 9-10. Unhappy with that, but the explosion should solidify the kill. Lebensmüde, which is part of the menu at the worst hole, is tired of life and crazy challenge kind of way. You are crazy to go for this.
So it's basically like, yeah, you're taking your life into your own hands if you have this hot sausage. That's how hot it is.
There you go, there you go.
Whoa. Fuck me, that's a hot sausage. Got to be ready for that one. Oh! The thing is, they don't tell you it's not about how spicy it is on the way down. It's about how spicy it is on the way back. Mizu right now, he's the one with a back burn. Took them down with that AK. Ooh, hit with a nade though. So sliver of HP taken away from him. Considering they went into it, it were basically just Eagles, man. This could still be a terrifying round. 9-10's looking for a headshot. He's going to get that. That's a hell of a snapper. But still, 50 seconds. Bomb left towards spawn. 3 versus 4. Can they?
Maybe. Gets a little harder. As it's all up to 9-10, who's having a rough day at the office. Miss after miss, 5 and 10.
Duke Fishura inside of toilets. Frontala is backside by the bin. This could be messy.
Duke Fishura opening up the festivities. And the rest of the Mongols starting to go from a little individual blink from Frontales. Won't be able to get more than that. Shotgun AWPing, good for the single. But now space created on site. 9-10 tapping. Maybe wishing that he could have got that one down. But this is going to be the force through the CTs. Just scrambling, flooding, and not allowing space for Mongols to play their game at all. Mizu looking to peek off the contact, and there's 2 men too many in front of the big blitz. 9 on the board. HOTU, with such a solid start, has really caught the Mongolians off. And in comes the early round pump. Just straight up short they go. Mizu looking to activate on the backside of the pillar, but the incent forces them into the fight. And it's Blitz left in a 1v5.
Oh, Mac, it's so clean. They had the Hoover out on short, and everyone has been blown away. And now Blitz, last alive, might catch on the pre-fire, was ready for the jump spot over. They throw a flash into their own, leave him dazed and confused. You've got the pincer play in the back line from Duke Fishura. Oh yes, there it is. He'll pick that one up.
Gonzalez ain't gonna miss that one. Techno on the receiving end. And he shows 9-10 how it's done. Head to head. Frontala is just barely edging out 9-10. But we'll see if the gas can keep the flame going. Solid setup on the B site with just 2 here. Mizu on off angle, and the timing a little awkward, but the AK's just raining straight through him. Senzu down. 2 for each of the B members.
And it has been so bloody clean. It's obscene the way that we've seen these AKs used from HOTU. And Norbert, back round towards the smoke monster pipe, wants to put the clip in and leave them slayed to rest. One by one, they're all getting blown to bits. And it's only Blitz that remains. Minute on the clock, they try to fight him, peek in, but it's Norbin time. They lock in 13. Goodbye, Mongolz. Hello, HOTU.
It is certainly Norbin time, and HOTU laying down the law against the best, the #1 team in the world, the Mongolz.
And get a taste for Mongolz versus HOTU V2 here on Mirage. It looks like a bit of a setup from the Mongolz side with their eyes set on B bomb site, but Norbert is there looking to defend. Has the USP in hand, clears out towards the first man. They get up close. Good for 2 with the backup of Duke as they're dealing damage on a bomb site, but Techno wants to create a play. Good for only 1 pick before the damage is done. It's all HOTU in the pistol. Smiles all round, Mac. They grab that one with ease.
With a regroup from the rest of the Mongolz members in apps, disrespecting the smoke, which will allow them to cheat a little further forward. Kato dodging the flash, but a little too late to react. Norbert boosted. Does he get cleared? He'll be seen wrapping around, trying to get more damage done. He will get another on a blitz. And with 30 on the clock, there's plenty of time to get the package down. Frontalas and Mizu, 2v2 against Mazinho and Senzu. No util remaining for the T's to hold. It's just eyes on door and waiting for Mizu to activate on short, but he's not allowed to. There's the Senzu we know. And Frontalas, they know that he is over towards the market side here. High priority on keeping the AWP alive, but there's T's coming his direction and a chance to get more damage. Goes for the deagle, knife out. And Senzu sees him, but it's cover from behind. Mazinho, guns out. Ends up working in HOTU's favor at all. Blitz. Okay, a little pre-aim, but the 2-tap on the off angle warrants Kato a chance to play with an AK. And Mongolz committing to the full contact here at B. The timing might not work out for Kato, who's full committed to the bench. Oh, spots him. Eyes on. And all attention on his position. Duke Fishura, although revealing the trap plate, Not many remaining in the magazine. Gets another in the meanwhile. Starts to get a little awkward. They can feel the heat now. Cooking him. Mizu forced back over towards Market. Senzu. Here's those deagle shots railing in from the short side, and it's Frontalis to hit that one. 9-10, having a rough performance, but needs to try and clutch. Goes for the AK, doesn't back himself with the scope. One bullet needed to finish off Mizu, but another could be sent back. And 9-10 gets it across the line, but at what cost?
Wow.
Oh. Okay, Norbert. Jump across the top.
Just about a minute left on the clock here. 9-10 on the walk up towards Shaw. Oh, he saw the belly. The reaction comes just slightly too late, though. That shouldn't matter with Sensu being able to respond in kind. And 9-10, the second time of asking, does deliver onto Mizu. It's all going the way of the Mongols, and Frontales cannot hold back from the front line. Dude, Fashura is done. And they get that one, looking far cleaner there. Nice aggression.
And it's just a basic old A-site execute. Mizu, no utility to play with from under the balcony, but he's hoping Frontales can maybe snatch a name away before he has to activate. Only one found. But the smoke's starting to dissipate, and the bomb is going back towards A main, so it hasn't been seen in the thick of things, but the numbers have been found, and Senzu has lurked his way out to B in the meanwhile. So he's called the full rotation all the way back to B. And Mongolz have seen that and thought, okay, maybe that's the smarter option. 20 seconds. There's probably no going back to A at this point. So Techno a bit too far away from the action. But in comes the cross, and in comes the opportunity. Senzu still holding, still waiting for that flood to the back of sight, and now he gets a chance to activate. Beautifully read and called at the mid-round by Mongolz.
For HOTU, how's it going to change? Boost play, clear underpass? Maybe Blitz walks into it. Do they expect the Duke?
Finally, the boost working out. They've gone for it a couple of times, but that puts them in a very solid position, and surely they are aware of heavier presence towards the A side of things. But Techno, if he won that, that could have changed the flow of the round. The bomb still smoked off towards apartments. And a chance for the mid players to maybe play. Frontales flashed off the line. Dislodges him just enough for just a moment. Ooh. And Senzu, a crispy one, going for the orb for some reason. And it's not going to work, but the trade game favors Mongolz again. They get to site, they get the bomb down. And Mizu, he is in a whole different atmosphere. Years away, but Duke Fashura plays for himself, finds the first man. And it's 9-10. To try and clutch again. There's that first flick. But no chance to get that second shot off. Mizu goes for it and gets a third in the bag. Not sure if that was heard or not. But Kato's been tossed to smoke just to try and lock in another. But there's that smoke break we were talking about before. And this time it's effective from Frontales. However, the short pump is coming in just in the nick of time. And now Duke Fashura needs to try to activate. None of the B-site defenses work. And Mongolz just waltz across the top of them.
It's so clean, Mac. It's so clean. I mean, you know, start of the round's fantastic. Like, Chef's Kiss, you've got Techno 4K playing a blinder inside of the apartments. Just choreography of Counter-Strike. They're wasting all their nades.
Just straight in. Realizing that HOTU's economy should be in a unfathomable position. And there you go, Norbert with the Hero M4. Going to be able to find one there, just spamming through the smokes and hoping he can find someone at default, but it's a safe plant. No CT control for the T's just yet, and that's where the bomb's planted for this time. The pistols, a bit more bite to the bark this time. Mazzino dancing around here at Firebox, hoping that someone can help him out, but he might have to do it all himself. Jumping up, jumping down, looking around, and there's no chance for 9-10 in this round. 10 seconds on the defuse. Hang on. He's running, he's open, and Duke Fashura knows that maybe he's got to fight for it. 9-10 in with a huge clutch. 1v4.
What? Mac, how's he done it, dude? It felt like time was slowing down for him. Oh, that's ridiculous. They give him the 1v1s, they give him the duels, sprints up towards the site. So much time left. It was the raw defuse. And 9-10 will take it home. Shaky shots to start, but puts every step forward correctly and wins it out.
If only there was a kit, but you never think about that going into the decos. And 9-10 fending off HOTU again. Remember that round in the second half, because it could be the difference maker in the end. Just changes the amount of room that HOTU have to breathe here. Kato going to be able to fight with Norbert for the short control, which will posture them effectively for the retake. But Norbert wants to get it done now, going very aggro to find two more, and it's Techno with not a lot of room to breathe for knocking on the door here for HOTU. As they'll just edge their way around, lurking in the deep waters. Duke for sure are going to be able to find the final kill and the defuse. Jackie, we have a game on our hands. Mongolz are going to be able just to fight the whole way through. In comes the smoke, in comes the molly, and in comes the opportunity. But Mazzinho, okay. Going to be able to get a little bit of damage done, but maybe not enough. The trades answered with 3 instantaneously as HOTU will get site control. The bomb needs to be retrieved as CT control is in their hands.
Oh, Holla, here we go. He's picked up the USP. He's feeling it. Techno! Oh, emphasis on the no on that one. Goes down, and it's just Sensu left, mate. Low HP, target-rich environment. Do they really give him a look in? Couple baited shots. Time's starting to tick on it as well. No real clear pathway. If he's going to go, it's got to be soon. Drops into Sandwich. Tries to toughen up for it, but they'll find it. Frontales takes it home. Norbert with the high fives. And another round for HOTU.
He's been good at dealing with these, but let's see if the Mongolians can keep him guessing. How's the time to activate? Oh, no chance. Blitz just wanted to try and get a centimeter closer. It is, however, a 2 for 2. So still a chance for HOTU, or for Mongolz rather. Okay. Tagged up. Is looking rough. And the CT control is there.
Wait a minute. Mzinho gets into the backline, out ramp with the Galil. Sensu. Oh, wait, this is all starting to go wrong, and it's over in the blink of an eye. The Mongolz will pounce, and they take that one right back. Smiles all round. Good damage done. Mate, the problem is you've got to be like pre-firing with it, but you can't like left click. You basically have to be pre-moving.
Never let them get you down. Don't let the haters get you down, Jackie.
You're getting your answers to your poll. Oh, mate! Frontales don't give a damn. He's not reading any of that. Kato! Bullet straight to the face of Blitz. Christ, that was a quick round, dude.
Already sneaking his way towards Con, and there's no one here to control it. Not yet, anyway. Blitz going to be flashed off as it's a faster approach to the A side. Oh, defenders just get burnt to shreds. Mazzinho. The spray not working as intended. Reset to factory settings. And all the Mongolz members making a world of noise towards CT there. Duke Fishura picking his fight perfectly, although he's got info that they're making their way back in from CT.
Oh, damn. The potential timeline on that one, Mac, you could feel it coming. The walk up round the back, spray down, throw the clip in at AK, leave them all laid out on a DECK. But they're exiting together, and Duke Fishura still wants to deal damage. Sensu's head lopped off. Techno 4K laid to rest. 9-10, not going to be saving the orb. Or maybe he will. Quick shot back, runs into Mizu. And the answer is still the same. A denied save. HOTU with another round.
Hoping that the numbers are in his favor, but this time the numbers are looking to fight for the W. Senzu going hard at mid, and Duke Fishura just says no. The bodyguard.
the beasts that they can be. But right now, you still got to take them down here on Mirage. The reality check is we're in round 20 and Blitz has hit a cracking shot back on Mizu. Space made, 50 seconds on the timer. The bomb wrapping back towards the A site, but 9-10 defends. Doesn't need the AWP. He's cripped with the A1S. It's getting a bit awkward on B, but Kado will find it. Techno from range, wielding the MP9, and they're doubling back to B once again.
What a mess. What a messy old round. Molly buys time towards market. And Kado, he can hear this jump across to short. Nade in the meanwhile, MP9 at range. Should never win that fight, and it won't. History going in HOTU's favor this time. Not aware how close danger is lurking. Although he will be when they go audible. No sound cut. And Norbert up on the raft. They're going to be cleared out. Mazinho fighting for the AK. And they're going to toss those across. A site now, maybe not on the menu, but HOTU up con. They will walk into the AK. Blitz transitioning back towards default, but it's an attempt at the boost up and an awkward timing. Mazinho going to be spotted. 9-10 recycling. And a 12th could be found here, but we're still playing Counter-Strike.
Oh, Frontales into the back line. Duke Fashura with the assist gives them the guarantee as Frontales will hit the headshot. 9-10 drops. And suddenly the stock that they had in the round is rapidly going down the pan. It's just Techno 4K left. Ooh, 5-7 on the swing. Couple of taps. He's good for the tag, but no frag found. 11-10. They are now inches away from tying up the game.
Let's see how Mongolz answer this. Smoke it con, Blitz disrespecting. We'll go in on top of the box, hoping to catch a lurker, which I thought could have been under his view model. They find the angle. Frontale is going to be able to activate for one, and Duke Fashura trades. 3v3, and the B site under fire, but Duke Fashura cut down on short means it's a one-pronged approach, and Techno's Mole lead into the open. Kado down, but it's Norbert to try and save the day.
He's probably got a decent chance of it, but they're quick with the space that's being created. It's a good plant for him. Norbert on the peak, isolates the 1v1. 9-10 though. He's got his eyes on the prize. Up through short, quick, good read. Reaction shot delivers. It could have been tied. 11-11. Norbert was the man to do it.
Crispy shot onto the first player, but just not expecting 9-10 to double up. Now 9-10, or Blitz rather, trying to make this move, and it's just a spray down. Senzu finding that blind. Make a move, that's Mizu right in behind enemy lines. So deep. But Blitz is walking over here, gun out, and has an inkling, but it's cleared. 9-10 going back. They read it so damn well. The pressure on the app side at least dealt with, and the bomb starting to make its way towards B. Only Techno here with just an MP9. That's because they only lived with one alive in the previous, and their money's in a horrible way. Frontales, his scope surely heard on short, but walking out into the open, Techno not told of the danger that's looming. And Blitz, he's got Norbert locked into the kitchen. Things getting real awkward with 30 on the clock.
He wants him to face him. He wants him to peek. Just trying to pre-fire on the angle. Meanwhile, 9-10 gets taken down. And Blitz loses his lips. Mzinho, though, with it all to do. Frontales, close range angle, wielding the AWP. He's got a crossfire setup. It's a good hit. Mzinho! Oh, a magnificent clutch. Incredible precision with the AK. And a hell of a way to close it. That is showmanship from the Mongols. 700 different casters that are all AI generated, and Matt can switch between them at any given moment. So neither of us are actually real, by the way. Oh, and neither's 910 or Mzinho. They've been deleted instantly. This Matt pistol already looking spicy. Duke Fashura, though. This guy loves to kick ass. Let's see if he can do it here. Frontales assisting from the sideline. It's not looking good for the Mongols this time, Mac. It could be a flawless pistol round with HOTU looking hot.
Looking to make their way out of Donut. And up to a safer position, Kado. Incredibly tucked there, and it will be a later rotation towards B. It doesn't seem like he's heard that, nor but 1 point of health to hold. Like one bullet and he is just straight on out of here. Senzu doing just that. Finding the head of Frontalis, and this is a 2v5 that you should never win. You should never win as Mongolz, but Senzu's put his best pants on. And he's looking to show the fashion show here. Techno almost does the rest. Woo! Unlosable, Jackie, unlosable.
Inhale, exhale, let some sunlight into your room in this moment and think some nice relaxing thoughts. Here comes the site take. Obviously, as time progresses, they're going to try and get into that bomb site. But Mizu, he'll want to deny it. Unfortunately for him, he's gone.
Yeah, A-site defense, leaving something to be desired. Kato trying to activate on the flank, but with 30 seconds, they're going to try to force this one. And Duke Fashura making it happen from Brokey. Frontalis on the backside again. Just looking to pincer this one in. Bomb plant gets secured. And the head of Duke Fashura taken out of the equation. There is a big chance here, but the flash is just going to be tanked. He stared right into the sun on that one. And his eyesight gets done because of it. Well, the stack is on the right side of the map. And Norbert, in the meanwhile, the only one with an upgraded pistol, is going to try to flank as fast as possible and may be able to find someone here. And Mazinho looks the wrong direction at mid, but everyone dies towards the B side of things. As Norbert's position is now known, Kato has an AK and an off angle to play with, but he doesn't get the shot off in time. Norbert, an AK of his own. Okay, back to the 1v1 and gets it done. HOTU winning the Eco Mega LOL.
Love for this one to go right down to the bitter end. So let's stay locked into it. Round 5's live. We're all tied up here. Orc by to play with. Frontales with 1, 9-10 with the counterpart. This was a big head-to-head we were discussing. And with the angle advantage, he peeks in and strikes down against the spear of the Mongolz. That transition was sick.
Ooh. Things going from bad to worse for the Mongolians as Norbert stands and delivers. They know Blitz is hanging around as well. They heard that AWP fire off. And it's game time.
Yeah, Blitz time at this point then, I guess. Try to see if you can hold on. Keep the gun alive. Well, not really the gun. You know, the gun's not sentient, is it, I suppose? More if he can keep himself alive to carry the gun on into the next, like Inheritance. Because, you know, if you had sentient guns, CS would probably be quite a different game, really, there, Mac. Just food for thought, eh?
Counter-terrorists win.
Look, for me, it's all food, not much thought going on. It really is a follow the leader type beat this round, although Blitz makes some noise jumping up to heaven. Peeking on the high side, won't get the shot he's looking for. And Duke Fashura, it's easy pickings on the rest of the Glocky boys. Dink onto him. Allowing Kato to activate, although that's a rifle retrievable. Sends you with an AWP in hand, gets the no scope at close range, and expects more aggression down ramp side.
I mean, it still gives him space.
Lets him in the back lines. Okay, things gonna get real awkward real quick.
I mean, you've got up towards sight. Donut's still in play, though. It's Mizu. I mean, 20 seconds now. It's getting even more awkward. They try to just go headstrong, get the bomb down, pre-fire into the box, but it doesn't line up. They will, though. Mzinho turns it into the 1v1. Peaks Frontales. Tag, but no kill. He's so low. AWP versus AWP. It would be the 4K for Mzinho, but the missed shot on the quick peek. Frontales secures it. Oh, that is a bitter pill to swallow, Mac.
It's a 2-round lead, and more potentially to follow here for HOTU.
Wow. Sensu tries to get respect back for the team instantly. Oh, Sensu! That is clean. Even looking for another one here. Kado close cave, spelunking. Will be able to boulder his way through Sensu. Blitz quite low on the angle, but they'll play off one another. You've got B-site control and thin the herd massively. It's only Mizu left. Quick switch over to the AK. Blitz on the bomb site, but back up quite far away. At least Red Room might spot it.
No, not just yet. A third on the horizon. Should be completed in a moment.
Duke for sure. Taking a lot of chip damage. Smoke's going to be fading soon as well. He's allowed to get dangerously close on this. Oh, wants to find that kill. Does get it, but low on health because of the damage taken, Mac. He uses that utility back into red as well, buying a bit of time.
Many CTs still interested in retaking mid off the back of the pick. Norbert just poking his head right back in. Now we've got that 3v3. B-side's been lost, and meanwhile, Mazinho looking to lock down long, but Frontalis again. Big damage done with the AVP, and Techno has no shot in the 1v3. The clutch gene just not there this time.
Could go through their own smoke, though. There is at least a push on the extremities at just the right time, so the CTs get info that this is a bit of a shenanigan setup, that they are going fast there. Mizu good with a read. Oh, attention turned between two angles, but couldn't quite take down another one. Duke for sure, guaranteeing that versus Mzinho, and the utility is good to crack open the site. This man does not stop. The Duke's looking good for it. And suddenly it's only 9-10 left. Trapped, smoked off with a deagle. Down and out to Gadeo, and that's the round gone. HOTU, keep on building, Mac.
With that block towards Cave. Ooh, big damage from the HE. It's the pop, the flashes, but the spray from Norbert only able to find one pick, not expecting that swing on the meanwhile. And that Cave smoke denying a lot of vision, but it's the long wrap that they're after. Blitz with the AK going to be able to keep on finding the damage that they're looking for. 1v3 angle as Kato makes it a little bit hectic, going straight in and out of the smokes, looking for the cave control. Mazinho looking in the wrong direction, but the USP can't find him. Oh, Lord. Blink and you'll miss that one.
No, the Duke is a bit of a king at times. You know, he can live up to the mantra, so hopefully we get to see a bit more of that. It'd be the right time for it. It's anyone's game. Oh, Mizu, full blind sprints in, cleaves the head off of Blitz. So that's your first pick. There's your second. Okay. Oof. The eyes of HOTU must be lighting up right now, Mac. This is the dream start. And they even throw the crosshair of 9-10 off angle. Norbert knows about this ramp run-up.
Oh, and he's going to go toe-to-toe with him. Swinging blindly, wildly at that smoke. Won't get too much more damage done, but it's the activation from Duke for sure. More pressure from heaven. Oh, and Norbert baited. Oh, the little cheeks he sees just going around the corner. And Mazinho looking to save the day again, or at least attempt to. Smoke on long. Wait for that to bloom. Frontalis respecting it. And Mazinho finding the isolated fight onto Duke for sure. One at long, one more cave, which was unexpected as Kato sprays and hopes to find 9-10 with a Glock in hand. That gets the job done for the first. He knows the position of one of the two remaining CTs. Noise made it long, and again, just tapping and waiting, and now knows exactly where the HOTU members are playing from. Mizu lets him slip the wickets. Over to short he goes as Frontalis tries to isolate. And 9-10 will make his way to A if he crosses that line, which he will. Okay, clutchable.
But it certainly doesn't get any easier. Look at the timing on the peak. They're close towards CT. They try to jiggle out the face. 9-10 with one. Oh, steps under the barrel. Mizu point blank poised with the AK. And HOTU do get 7. Peek in with the Famos. It's good damage back. Techno, though, keeps them honest. Oh, Norbert on the walk down. Able to find a bit of a read in the round, but can't get as much as he might have been able to be postured for. I mean, you're looking at a 3v2 here with just under a minute on the clock. Gadeo walking back out from cave side. Window of opportunity to find Sensu. He's got to grab that AK. Meanwhile, The presence being made in through Donut. It's so uncomfortable on the peaks. They're going to be able to plant this bomb, you'd imagine. And this elongated fight for lane, still awkwardly back and forth. Frontales in CT. He'll take the first contact. That's the bomb planter down. He gets both of the picks maxed. He's so far away. He could just defuse and take it right here.
We thought Senzu was buying time for Kato to not rotate, but instead it bites back and Frontales saves the day. Bringing in Norbert, who's been a heavy hitter for a long time. And that experience seems to be going a long way. Opening found, and the CT's now pound for pound in a rougher position, trying to grasp onto the cave control, but I don't know if that's going to work, not with 2 taps coming through like that. 3v5 to try and play retake.
Shaky Zines. If the Mongols wanted a big pistol, this is not the way to start it. Perhaps this is how you salvage it, though. 9-10, only good for 1. And the longer it goes on, the harder of a clutch it is left on Mzinio's plate in the 1v4. Peeks in, doesn't even get a look at the round. Instant tap to the face, it's done. Nail in the coffin. That pistol's big.
Lost HE placement to do big damage on a Duke Fissura, who was looking to open things up, but Senzu in the meanwhile going to be spammed up to 36. With that wallbang attempt, Norbert as well towards the top of the ramp, and the flashes starting to rain on through, but he's going to be caught with Util at the front of the pack, and that's not what you want to see. If you're a HOTU fan, it's Mongolz to hit back with 3 out of nowhere.
Yeah, clap back to reality here. Suddenly the gravity feeling a whole lot heavier for both of these two teams, specifically for HOTU. With only Duke Fissura and Frontales left to play with. Put Frontales up on the boost. He's going to peek out. See if he can catch the sightline onto Senzu. Meanwhile, Duke testing the waters, wants to kick the door down and push up ramp side. It's a costly opener, 1-for-1 trays, and nothing more to be garnered from the round. 10-5, Mongols half away from tying it back up.
9-10. In what could have been a solid position, but it gets smoked off with a well-placed couple of bits of util. He goes forward into the molly. Senzu mopped up as well. It's a 2-for-2. No cave control just yet, but a big late lurk from Duke Fissura could change the narrative of the round. However, it's going to be Frontales fighting for himself, and Duke is too far away this time. Techno saving the day with a flood onto site to deny the plant and deny another. Here comes the util. Where are we smoking? Donut, CT, Molly on the big box, but it's default they got to worry about. Mzinio keeps on hitting, but he's been headshot himself down to 10, keeps on fighting, but he's got a friend. That's Blitz making his way through for 2. And the numbers game is going to be won by Mongolz unless they lose to shots like that, but it's Frontales, the clutch man, who's got a bit of space to play with, still a smoke in the way, 20's on the clock. There is no way you go B. There is no way. There is no world. And he won't need to.
He shot him in the face, Mac. 1 more left to deal with. It goes down to the 1v1 versus Techno. He's still going to punch those digits in, and Techno knows this! Wanted to close the gap. Spam through the box is good. Oh, shaky hands. They're close to an 11th, but the Mongols will save it. Orp in the hands of 9-10 and Frontales. That's been a difference-making head-to-head, time in, time out for both of these two teams. Mid-control. Ooh, tempered aggression. But Duke Fissura, tucked in elbow, sees the head of Blitz, and Techno's baited to fight ramp. The flick off, not ready. Oh, Norbert catches him sleeping at the wheel, and now Senzu's got to do something sensational. And he cannot. Goes down, mate. It's over. Egg on the face, Mac.
But there is a little bit of cash in the back pocket. And Mzinio was still thinking about going for it, but now the AWP is way too precious to lose. And 9-10 will try to carry that across to the next, investing in the future. Spots those little water particles, but misses the opportunity. Kato jumping across the line. Feeling fine for another. And that's going to be 4 rifles taken into the next. Stage 1. I'm looking to do the same here in stage 2 with what would be a catastrophic upset. Everyone picking Mongolz going into this as HOTU disrespect the molly. Frontales handing the AWP across. And the winds of change are here.
It's certainly blowing in the favor of Mongolz. Gale force gusts. And HOTU coming unstuck. Sensu looking to try strike him with a Wu-Tang style, but couldn't protect his neck. They swarm onto the bomb site like the killer bees. Norbert back at the site, hits it again as Blitz is down. So it's still a viable 3v3, but quick thinking from Mzinho. Gets the crosshair in the right spot, but his teammates, they're falling quickly. Savage scenes. HOTU inches away now from getting match point here. And Techno can't find nothing. Smoke down, re-smoked as well, so he's completely blocked off. He's got to piece out with it. Man, I can't believe how much of a comeback it's been for him to maybe fumble the bag this late in the game. But let's see, round 22's live. And Mongolz fast out. Ready for the play on mids. It's a good heads-up call from 9-10. Bullet to the brain. Duke for sure down. Double up as well. But Norbert returns to 4 with the assist of Kato. It's 3 for 3 on the fights. Deep CT, it's all dead Mongolz, and only Techno remains. 1 versus 3, tries to deny it, but peeks into the AK of Kato. They absolutely erupt, and deservedly so. HOTU with the upset.